Hello everyone. For the past 8 years, thanks to Obama, America's enemies were able to operate right underneath our noses. Not only were known terrorists given positions within Homeland Security, but Obama's backroom deal with terrorists put Iran on a path to nukes and allowed the Taliban to develop their multi-billion-dollar heroin drug enterprise to fund terrorism against the West. While we were all aware of Obama's terrorist and thug-pandering antics, now we're learning of a nasty deal he worked for known pedophiles at the White House, proving once again this man's nasty malice for our country and for our people. We'd hoped that our elected officials would have the best interests in mind of the people they lead, but Obama proved over and over that was not his mission. Now we're learning that he handed out security clearances to known pedophiles in another Obama scandal that's making headlines this morning, after the startling contents of a new Department of Defense report was just released. Conservative Tribune reports, a new Department of Defense report indicates that numerous security clearances, many issued during the Obama administration, were given to people who you wouldn't trust to watch your daughter, let alone the country's secrets. 165 defense contractors had their initial security clearances revoked last year after further investigation linked the recipients to problematic or illicit activity, stated NBC News, which reviewed the Dodd report. The reasons for those revocations included questionable financial transactions, influence by foreign governments, and even felonies like pedophilia. Yes, it looks like the oh-so-competent Obama administration handed out high-level security clearances to people who had committed appalling crimes, and it wasn't fixed until recently. In one example, a person given interim secret clearance in 2015 was discovered in 2017 to have been found guilty of raping a child prior to applying for the clearance, NBC News reported. How does a conviction for child rape go unnoticed by a federal agency during a background check? It seems almost inconceivable that even a rudimentary criminal history review would fail to turn this up, which raises serious questions about how many of these clearances were simply rubber-stamped by bureaucrats. The good news, if you can call it that, is that the percentage of revoked clearances is relatively small. However, the number of people who were given clearances they shouldn't have received is still measured in the hundreds. The report captured data from 200,000 applications for secret or top-secret clearance by defense contractors over the past 3 years, many of which were not fully adjudicated until 2017, NBC explained. It found that 486 applicants had their clearances denied or revoked. Of those applicants, 165 had slipped through the initial round of vetting and been allowed access to sensitive information. The Obama administration, of course, has been accused of not taking security seriously during several well-known scandals. This is absolutely outrageous, but not surprising considering that Obama constantly used his power as president to protect thugs and people who hated our country. Let's not forget this is the same clown who provided deadly weapons to Mexican drug cartels, and then lost track of the weapons. Those guns, as we know, were then used to kill American citizens. Of course, there's also Benghazi, where Obama let our men die, all for the sake of the optics with his re-election and the need to push the narrative that Al-Qaeda was on the run.